Welcome back. The St. Lucia Labour Party has given its word that the cannabis movement has the party's full backing and can expect to see a thriving cannabis economy under an SLP administration. Opposition leader Philip J. Pierre made this declaration during a Tuesday morning press conference. Pierre said the move is important for the diversification of the island's economy.
I have in previous national addresses from as far back as 2 years ago alluded to the economic opportunities in the area of economic activity like the medicinal and recreational cannabis industry. I want to reiterate today that the St. Lucia Labour Party is fully committed to establishing this industry, and a future St. Lucia Labour Party government will embark on a robust education policy program, that in the first instance will lead to the decriminalization of marijuana with a view to legalizing it, and also to make full use of the economic benefits that can be derived from the production of cannabis.
1 week ago, Commerce Minister Bradley Felix was asked for an update on the legislation surrounding cannabis. He said he agrees that the process is taking a frustratingly long time to reach a solution. However, he says there are aspects of the process over which he has no control.
So where are we on the marijuana issue? Many people think that it's been lingering too long.
I agree. I agree, but I cannot control, the legal interpretations and how these things are done by the people who have the expertise. I can push it forward as the minister who has been given the charge for it, but it has to take its course according to the people who are doing the drafting. But I think the budget is coming up very soon, and we'll be making a statement about it.
The issue has been an ongoing talking point for the current administration, which has expressed plans to decriminalize the plant in due time. Advocates for cannabis legalization have not stopped pushing for the government to move quicker on passing new legislation for the plant that would see a boom in revenue as well as the end of incarceration of users and vendors of the plant. The government of St. Lucia, with assistance from the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project, DVRP, has embarked on an initiative to reduce the frequency of flooding in the Dennery community with a new drainage system.
Because of the smell of the mud I said there's flooding. I call them, tell them try and see what they can lift up to put in the house, because the water was coming in like it's the sea that was there.
This is an all too familiar story. Downpour, high tide, poor drainage, and a village at the mercy of Mother Nature.
Dennery village is below sea level, basically. And when the tide is high, water comes in through the drainage system and builds up. I'm the parliamentary rep. When it rains in Dennery, I can't sleep, okay? Much less the individuals who live in the low-lying area.
On the 6th of October 2010, Hurricane Tomas inundated the village of Dennery. The flooding was aggravated not only by torrential downpour, but a very poor drainage system. Fast forward 10 years, same date, 6th of October 2020, and Mother Nature returned with the same fury. Over 8 inches of rain and predictably a flooded village of over 5,000 residents.
Sometimes the water will go inside of the shop. I have goods that damage already for the sake of the flooding. Sometimes if I buy some goods, like today, tomorrow flood, I have to further things.
On the 17th of November 2020, the skies opened up, and once again, Dennery was a casualty community. The government of St. Lucia, with the assistance of the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project, DVRP, have embarked on an initiative to reduce the frequency of flooding in this region with a meticulously engineered drainage system.
This drainway we are here now, it's coming from an area called Green Mountain. They tapped into it at one point up behind the school. And that is where most of the water coming down to the main drain is. So until this subside a little, then the other one carry. But now with what they're doing now, they have widened it and you have the turn as it goes with the turn. So with the water pressure, both of them would be running parallel to each other. It picks it up and that should make a difference, a big difference.
The drainage network is designed to efficiently channel stormwater into various watercourses to accommodate up to a 1 in 25-year rainfall event. The system includes a series of interconnected open drains, slabbed drains, and road culvert crossings, totaling approximately 1,000 meters.
We are doing the structural concrete now, which is a drain we're building, excavating, putting in the rebars, casting the bottom, formwork. We are doing everything simultaneously. As we go along, a team ahead, the concrete team follow, the formwork team follow.
The Dennery South flood mitigation contract was awarded through a competitive bidding process at a cost of $3 million EC and is expected to be completed within 6 months. The DVRP aims to build flood-resilient communities across St. Lucia, one project at a time.
The Gros-Islet Constituency Council's management of plastic waste is being championed as a model to emulate through the Replast project.
The Gros-Islet Constituency Council has earned commendations from Gros-Islet Parliamentary Representative Honorable Leonard Montoute for the Council's effective mobilization in leading off with community-operated Replast collection points in St. Lucia. On Saturday, February 27th, when the Gros-Islet constituency successfully mobilized its second plastic collection operation under the Replast OECS pilot plastic recycling project, Minister Montoute was one of the several visitors to the collection point.
First of all, as a Gros-Isletan, as parliamentary representative for Gros-Islet, I'm indeed proud of the Gros-Islet community having taken the lead in this exercise here. I'm hoping that we will, set the pace and serve as a model for other communities, because it is very important that as a country we recognize, the detrimental negative effects of, littering, especially when it comes to plastics.
Honorable Montoute expressed the hope that other constituency councils will follow Gros-Islet's lead and participate in upscaling community-organized plastic collection and divert plastic waste from the environment.
And at the same time, an accessory kind of benefit, so to speak, is the economic value for some who will be part of this exercise, who will be bringing in their plastics and getting some return. And if I speak here now as Minister of Local Government, I would like to see other communities, the constituency councils in those communities, take the lead in encouraging their communities to participate in a program like this.
While at the collection point, the minister availed himself of the opportunity to observe the various aspects of the operation and register with the program for a Replast Rewards card. A total of 961 pounds of PET and HDPE plastic from beverage containers alone was generated from last Saturday's RCP operation next to the Aquatic Center at Rodney Bay. This brings the total number collected after 2 days of collection to 1,936 pounds of plastic collected. The Gros-Islet Constituency Council will be operating 3 Replast collection points in total. A Moshi and a Grand River collection point is expected to open this month. A cohort of 35 trained volunteers so far are supporting the Constituency Council in this effort. The Library Development Foundation is next to commence their collection at the foundation's premises at Citrus Grove this Saturday, March 6th.
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. When we return, the latest weather report.